Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at Reinan23's Elemental Rogue. Elemental Rogue is an archetype that's cropped up here and there over the past little while, probably since Ungoro, but it's never been the deck to beat. So it's always interesting when these decks come up because they offer something a little bit different, and we'll take a look kind of what the deck's trying to do today. As you can see, we're not doing any odd rogue shenanigans or anything like that. This is just a classic Hearthstone. So starting at the top, we've got only the 4 1-drops, the 2 Fireflies and the 2 Glacial Shards. And admittedly, these are some of the best 1-drops in the game. But one of the first things we will be keeping an eye out for is if this is enough 1-drops to control the board, to compete on board, in the current meta. One of the things going for the deck is that we can play backstab, which will help us in those early couple of turns, combining with our dagger to do quite a lot of that board clearing work. But we'll keep an eye on that. We've got Kaliseth in here. Obviously one of the best 2-drops and one of our best 2-drops to hit, and it does combine very well with Shadow Step. This is probably one of the only decks out there that can do the Kaliseth Shadow Step stuff, or one of the only decks in the meta, rather. To follow on from there, we've got the 3-drop slot here. We've got Edwin, Henchclan Thug, and SI7. Henchclan Thug being one of the best 3-drops for Rogue at the moment. We're going to lean on this pretty heavily to try and snowball us some damage, some advantage. And SI7 there is a little bit of board control as well. Moving on, we've got the Elven Minstrels, Fireplume Phoenix, and Grave Shambler being the most interesting addition. Elven Minstrel is a great card to help us regas on value, especially with only having this many 1-drops. Oftentimes the Elven Minstrel is going to get us more on-curve minions, which is fantastic. Fireplume Phoenix plays the same role as SI7 Agent, helping us take down maybe more difficult minions to get rid of, things like Light Warden, other potentially dangerous threats that are hiding behind a taunt. And Grave Shambler, I guess, kind of ties things together. It's a little bit like Henchclan Thug in that, you know, potentially we can give it +1/+1 every turn if we keep hero powering up, if we keep daggering, but it's also an elemental, so that and a 4-drop elemental at that, which is really important because we want to be curving into Servant of Kalamos, which is one of our best ways to grind our opponents out. We can start discovering some more high value elementals, things like the Blaze Callers that we've already got in here, as well as other big-bodied threats, and it means we don't have to put those in our deck, which means we're potentially drawing bricks in the early game. We've also got at the 5-drop slot Vile Spine Slayer, one of the best rogue cards out there. Not really much explanation behind it. It helps us deal with those big single minions, things like Mountain Giants, anything like that. We've also got Leroy as a bit of reach. Speaking of reach, that's what the Blaze Callers are for. So we're really going to be trying to focus on dealing as much damage with our minions as we can, so that moving into the late game we can try and use Vile Spine, Blaze Caller, and Leroy to tempo our opponent out of the game. And lastly, we've got a Lich King up the top here. I'm not super confident about this Lich King. As I mentioned before, we don't want to be drawing too many bricks in that early game. We want to be trying to power through and control the board. And I would have thought we'd rely on our Servant of Kalamos to discover us a bit more of a late game, but we'll keep an eye out on if this Lich King does some work, or if we could be cutting it for maybe another 1-drop or something in this mid-game area. But we'll jump into some games and see. Okay, against Warlock. So we've got the classic Kaliseth Conundrum, in that we do have a 1-drop and a 3-drop. A good, and I guess it's a reasonable 1-drop and a very good 3-drop. But we don't have Kaliseth, and that is one of our highest win rate cards. So even though I would love to keep this Thug, I think I just want to give myself an extra shot at hitting the Kaliseth. We'll keep the 1-drop, even though I'd prefer this to be Firefly. We'll go like this. Okay. So maybe a slightly worse hand. Okay. Soul infusion. So, whatever this is, it's probably going to be pretty painful for us.
Flesh fails.
Crystallizer. I'm into this. I like whatever our opponent's trying to do. I kind of picked Crystallizer as a card that a lot of these healy type warlocks should be playing.
Stop copying me!
Oh, big doubling him.
Stop copying me!
Chill out. Chill out. Nice to meet you.
I think we'll just play this as a 6/6 so that we can coin the Servant of Calamus next time. So we're freezing this so that they have to trade a doubling imp into our big glacial shard.
Your magic shall not save me.
That's pretty cool.
Brothers, heed my call.
Barone Gadone. Sure. That could prove useful.
Lapdogs! All of you!
Probably not if our opponent transitions into, like, you know, Doom Guards and the such, but... Oh, Duskbat? Ooh, our opponent's on some sweetness here. I can get behind this.
Folks, we'll go there.
Here we go.
To battle!
Kind of scared that our opponent was going face there, so we might just do some board control to stop ourselves from getting killed by a bunch of soulfires and the like. Although maybe we should have been going face to cause our opponent to turn around. There's a soulfire. Now, do they want to trade? They pick up another soulfire.
Why do you call? It's silence.
Nether Soulbuster. Yeah, our opponent's doing something nice here with the Crystallizer, Duskbat, Nether Soulbuster. I like this. That was an interesting way to say Baron Geddon. Barone Gadone.
Here we go.
See what our opponent wants to do. Oh, rough. Rough. I was actually thinking about a deck like this in the shower the other day. Just like a kind of heal-less zoo.
Here we go.
Does our opponent have the Doom Guard? No, sorry, the Leroy. Oh my gosh, this is scary. Yeah, they do. Unfortunate. Believe that was the one outer. Is Leroy or like Soulfire Doomguard. But I like what our opponent was doing. So it was interesting. Let's see if we get a better.
Valera versus Thrall.
Alright, against the shaman.
Doomhammer.
Watch
Yeah, the Caliseth.
your back.
So let's see if we can find some shadow steps or some 1-drops. Neither. So a bit of a clunky draw. See if our opponent takes advantage of that. Gonna take a whole half hour extra, literally unplayable. Gosh, how dare they?
Truth is found in death.
I don't like not being able to, not having a follow-up.
Calm before the storm.
Folks, look out there.
This is fun, though.
Nice to meet you.
Glacial Shard on me. I guess that makes sense.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
This card's pretty frustrating.
Hold it.
Really frustrating. Bash here. Oh my gosh. Well, at least our thug survives.
I wonder.
Brothers, heed my call. Hold it.
This could, the freeze on this could actually be pretty useful. What do you got?
Nice to meet you.
Glacial. 7 mana. Blaze Caller?
Flames consume you.
We are getting out elemental.
To battle! Folks, who goes there? Nice to meet you.
Here we go.
Okay, we in there. We got our Blaze Caller ready to go next turn. Even a Grave Shambler if we want to. See what action our opponent has to get them back into this. Yeah, like an Electra Lightning Storm. Fire Elite. Oh, that's a very good draw.
Flames Flames consume you. Ice eats it. To battle!
A very, very good draw. The longer we don't have to deal with this body, the better. Oh, never mind.
Once more.
Ew.
Flames consume you.
That's true as well.
Hold it!
Job done.
Okay. We are in there.
Win!
Ugh.
My command!
Face. What an odd place.
Here we go.
Guess we just hold this, Leroy.
The calm before the storm.
Why would our opponent go face there rather than trade with one of our Okay.
There once was a man from
There once was a man from Gilneas. We haven't played an elemental, unfortunately.
So many options.
Did we have lethal there?
Here we go.
Did I goof? Because it was a 7 power Leroy? Did I miscalc? I don't think so. Alright. Got it.
Back.
Alright, against Priest. I think this is the first Priest of the day. Send all of these back. 3 shots at Keleseth. 1, 2, 3. No dice.
Ice to meet you.
This is a pretty bad hand against Northshire Cleric. Coin though. Coin Dead Ringer. Okay, so combo. No. Okay. We have to go for the kills. Right?
Is found in death.
Chill out.
Going for Keleseth early means that we give ourselves the most possible like buffed
Here
draws.
we go.
Blood will flow. Job done.
Which is pretty important for a deck that's going to try to delete most of itself. And kill us with Mechathune.
The end is coming!
Doomsail. Just off.
Blood will flow.
Here we go.
really where we needed those cold bloods, even shadow step. Don't even get to play our Servant Columnist next time.
Here we go.
Our opponent's doing an extremely good job of slowing us down.
Brothers, heed my call.
Spirit Ash. Alright, so our opponent's going to probably Psychic Scream us.
This guy's tough.
Here we go.
So next turn we can go Amalgam, SI7, Dagger. Or Elven Minstrel. Means we don't get to Dagger though. I think that's fine.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Job done.
Mind if I roll need?
Spirit Lash does so much work for this deck.
Flames consume you.
Here we go.
Alright, let's see if they've assembled enough pieces. See your board.
This guy's toast.
Here we go.
Let the pain speak to me. Let the pain speak to me. The end is coming!
The end is coming. So what can we do? 6. So we've got 2, 5, 11, 12. If we re-dagger, then that's 13. Shadow step this. 14, 15. So we're 1 damage off.
Here we go.
Lights out.
So this way we still have some stuff in our hand if they do Psychic Scream. Like between Dagger, we have Dagger SI7 lethal, so they have to go off this turn. Yep. Yep.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Not quite what was planned.
Get me out of here!
You have been.
What? What? Okay, let's check out the deck. Yeah. It was pretty cool. Stay wavy.